The Pittsburgh Steelers lose their third straight game. And like always, another season of them collapsing. Mike Tomlin gets his winning record. Everybody applauds him. Everybody calls him the GOAT. Everybody calls him the Coach of the Year. And then he goes on vacation. What an embarrassment of a game on Christmas Day, prime time, at home. Okay, a team that we need to beat if we want to have a shot at the Super Bowl, a shot at going far in the playoffs. The Chiefs, okay, arguably the best team in the NFL. People are going to say, oh, well, it's a hard game. Listen, all right, we lose. Okay, that's fine. But don't expect to go anywhere in the playoffs if we can't beat the Eagles 2 weeks ago, the Ravens on Saturday, and then the Chiefs today. Forget the winning seasons. If you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan and you're still bragging about always having winning seasons over the past 18 years, then it's stupid. You really got to find a new argument, a new excuse to really like the Steelers, because these winning seasons, they're not enough. I could care less about winning seasons anymore when we can't win big games. Mike Tomlin hasn't won a playoff game since Obama was president. He's 0-5 in his last 5 playoff games, with 3 of them being blowouts. Has no coaching tree. Can't win big games outside of the division. I mean, we have a baby on our team with George Pickens, great receiver, of course, but dude's throwing a tantrum like every play. TJ Watt, my favorite player in the league, okay, favorite player, of course, on the Steelers, but when these big games come around, he's a bit quiet. I love TJ, like I said, but no sacks against the Ravens and no sacks today against the Chiefs. He needs to be more of a presence in that backfield. Russell Wilson, I mean, he did okay. All right, used his legs a lot, which I enjoyed, but his throws, not the best for that. Of course, red zone interception, 205 yards, no passing touchdowns, an interception. Been holding the ball too long all season, but he got away with it because we were winning games, making deep throws downfield, accurate throws downfield, so we got away with it, but now it's really starting to bite him. 55 yards rushing with a huge rushing touchdown, that's great and all, but holding the ball too long, making some shaky throws, 23 for 37. I mean, we need to see more out of Russ at this point of the season. I'm not going to turn my back on Russ yet. I mean, he really got our season going. He really got our offense going a lot. Of course, put us in a really good position at first, in the middle of the season, right? When he took over those first 4 or 5 games of him playing at quarterback, we were looking great. I'm not going to turn my back so far, okay? But I'll give him the rest of the season. But going into next season, I mean, he really needs to show out next week. And when we go into the playoffs, he really needs to show out again. Against a good team like the Chiefs, he can't be doing this. Our run game usually good like always. I mean, Najee Harris has been impressive this year. Jalen Warren always impressive as well. Both had over 70 yards rushing. But our defense has really collapsed ever since that last Bengals game. Even though we beat them, we gave up a lot of points. We, of course, did really bad against the Eagles. Our defense looked bad against the Ravens, and our defense looked bad today. And listen, I've been consistent with my views over the past couple of years with this. It's the same stuff every single year. I'm not flipping nothing. I'm not, walking away after one game. I'm consistent with my viewpoints. I'm happy when they're winning, absolutely. But the same stuff usually happens around this time of year. Please, as a Steeler fan, please tell me what's so good about a winning season every single year when you know that come playoff time, we're going to be a first-round exit. Winning seasons, once again, mean absolutely nothing when you can't beat good teams like the Eagles, the Ravens on the road, the Chiefs. How do you expect us to get a Super Bowl win? Make it to the Super Bowl. Make it to the AFC Championship if you can't beat these teams. Sure, barely getting by against the Falcons on the first game, getting by the Broncos, the Chargers, everything in us, all right? These close games, relying on our defense and special teams. Sure, that's good and all. On paper, getting those winning games, that's perfect. But when we need to beat the Chiefs, prime time on Christmas, when we need to beat them in playoffs, when we need to beat the Bills, we need to beat the Ravens again, not going to work out. Another mid-season collapse. Of course, it's not over. Playoffs is basically a new season. Anything could happen. But not beating these good teams over the past 3 weeks, it's really embarrassing. We got the Bengals next week. We're going to show out probably. All right, TJ Watt's going to have 3 sacks. George Pickens is going to have a touchdown. Russell Wilson will throw for 3 touchdowns. Mike Tomlin will have a good game coach, and everyone's like, oh, yeah, they're back on it now. Everyone loves Tomlin again. And then playoffs come, and then it's usually a whole different story. Hope I'm wrong. Usually never am. All right, you can go back on my YouTube, watching all my Steeler videos, reactions, recaps. I've been making these videos for like the past 5 years, and my opinions are always the same, and I end up always being right. But it is what it is. Let me know down below what you guys think of this game. Steelers drop another one, losing 29-10 at home on Christmas. We fall to 10-6 now. Our chance of winning the division, pretty low. Pretty low now, even though we literally had it right in our hands, and we drop it like usual. Okay, our team going on vacation once again. We can never prepare for these good games, and it's really, really annoying. Really annoying. My point is not to say, we got to replace Tomlin. I mean, I don't know who's going to come in and fix it. All I'm saying is mediocre Mike is overrated, and these winning seasons are not that helpful anymore.